So I think probably the most important issue retailers face today is how to compete with an Amazon. But to be honest, I think there are ways that retailers can come around that. And let me give you an example of what I mean. I was in the US about a year ago, and I walked into this shoe store called Aldo's. Looking for a pair of shoes, whatever. I like something, and I asked the salesperson, "Can I have this in my size?" They checked in the back, they didn't have it, so immediately what they did is they looked into the POS system and tried to figure out where is the nearest place that they had it, or whether they had it in inventory at all. They had it in inventory at some other store, so what the salesperson said is, "We have it at so and so place, but you know what? You don't need to go there. We will ship it to you. Give me if you have an address, we'll just ship it to you directly. It'll come to you in 2 days. And by the way, it's free. You don't have to pay for anything." So I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute, this works. Not only do I not have to carry bags back and forth or whatever, I'm getting exactly what I want. I've seen it already, and it's going to come to my house. Hey, that's fantastic. And by the way, I don't have to pay anything extra for it. Okay, cool. Now, shoe comes. I look at it, it's exactly what I want. Great. Now I'm a fan of Aldo. I just had a great experience. And by the way, they didn't lose a customer in this process, right? Otherwise, I would have walked out, they would have lost me, right? I would have gone to some other shoe store because I was in the market to buy some shoes. Now, I go onto the site when I need my next shoe or whatever, and I'm looking around, and they have some shoe or whatever, but it's something different, something I typically don't wear. So I want to look at it, I want to feel it, whatever the case may be. So I click on that, and then I have an option to check where is the nearest store that is available. And I'm not saying every single shoe is going to be available at every single store that's near me, but there's a mechanism to check what is the nearest store. Happened to be close by. I went there, I saw the shoe, played around with the shoe. Like, this is not for me. Okay, fine. But the point is that I was able to get this entire experience in a very seamless way. Now, this is something that Amazon can't do because they don't have the physical stores. They may have the physical goods or whatever that I can walk into any store or whatever. The point is that the whole idea of me having that experience with a brand can only be achieved through the brand. Amazon is not going to help me. Amazon is not going to push an Aldo shoe. Amazon is not going to push some Procter & Gamble product or a Unilever product. They're going to push just generally everything. So this is where the brand can differentiate. And this is where the brand experience comes in. This is how retailers can actually compete. I think the retailers can compete by first of all embracing technology. And that's happening, right? I mean, Amazon is technology company as much as a technology company as anything else. So retailers are also, have their digital platforms, etc. But you have to embrace technology. Now, let's say a retailer's put up a great web storefront with a fantastic design, right? I could have done that. I do that, for example, right? So I could put in a demand where site for them. I have a CX arm which can help make a most beautiful site. But now, okay, I created some kind of an experience. How do I channel that and how do I make that go through the entire storefront? Whether I could have seen a billboard. How does that all play out, right? It plays out in multiple different ways, but that all is based on the data, right? Let's take an example. These fidget spinners, right? My son comes home and says, "Mom, Dad, I want a fidget spinner." My instant reaction was, first of all, what the hell is a fidget spinner? I figured that out. I go online. I go onto Amazon. I open up Amazon. Look, fidget spinner is there. Boom, click, order. Comes to me in 3 days. I'm done. I don't have to think about it. Trust me, for a fidget spinner, I was not about to go hunt in 20 different shops and figure out what a fidget spinner is, first of all, and then go buy it, whatever. So I told my son, it's coming in 2 days. He was happy, 3 days, whatever it was. Done. Okay, that's an experience Amazon is giving me. But what if I wanted to touch and feel the fidget spinner? The value of it is too low for me to worry about. But when we start getting into whether it's shoes or something higher value, I want that overall experience. I want the ability to do different things with it. Now, imagine even I go onto a retail site and I have, say, ordered a t-shirt for my kids, size 8. That's a wealth of data that Amazon is not fully capitalizing on, but the retailer can, right? This is where the whole data analysis, predictive analysis comes in, right? If you are now going to start embracing the data, then you can do so much more with it. That's where you can build a much better customer experience. See, data is king today. Data is where all the value is eventually. It's about how you can take the data and actually create the better experience. Our data analytics arm does so much of these things. I've seen them work, and it works beautifully. And you just wonder how much you can predict just based on one or two purchases, because you usually fit into some kind of a mold, and with that mold, that 80-20 rule applies. 80% of the times you're going to be right about what my next purchase is going to be, and hey, all of a sudden you have something. There's this really neat thing that we developed for a customer of ours, where you can take, so it's an app, right? You click on that app, you download that app, whatever, and you open up the app, and then what you do is you take a picture of that product, right? It could be on a billboard, it could be in the store, wherever, it doesn't matter, right? It could be in the magazine also, for that matter. Now all of a sudden it pops up on your screen, and now you can start playing with it. Now you can turn it around, change the colors, etc., blah blah blah, all those different things you can do. That whole augmented reality aspect, right? That comes with the picture, which is what the younger generation is all about, because that's where you can start adding in the social aspect. Imagine, hey, I think I like this dress in this color, whatever, blah blah blah. You know what? Let me share it with my friend. You think, what do my friends think about it? All instant. Okay, my friends like it also. Great, I want to buy it. Where can I buy it? Is there a store nearby? Do I buy it online? What can I do with it, right? These are all the bridging aspects where today's millennial is going. So again, it's all technology. Technology, data, bring it together, and all of a sudden the retailer wins. Everybody can win. It's not just that Amazon is just killing us. Retailers can win. Embrace technology, use the different aspects, embrace data eventually, right? And make the customer have that seamless experience, have that wow experience, and that's where a retailer is going to survive. I have a very strong customer experience team which can provide beautiful design and also then the ongoing maintenance of that. We have, for example, e-com is a specialty of ours, especially Demandware and Magento. So we can build the web storefront for the customer as well. Right? Again, we're talking about how to embrace technology. And then finally, business intelligence and the analytics and behind it, right? Again, we have the capability to give you the data. You may already have all your technology in place, but then also the data. How do you present it? How do you make meaningful judgments based on the data? Again, that's where another strength that we have, we can bring in, and it doesn't matter. We can bring all three in together. We can bring all three in separately. This is just an example. There are many other things, but I'm just giving you an example of some of the things where we can come very quickly and sort of start making the customer win. Coexisting with Amazon is the achievable reality. Easier said than done. Means investment on the retailer's part, no doubt. But coexisting is I think the end game. I don't think trying to beat Amazon. Is it possible? Probably could be possible. I don't know the future, but I think it's not as simple as that. I think if you can coexist with Amazon, then you're probably ahead of the game.